Alright lads, so one of the best and coolest characters in the game are returning. In this case, Chojuro, Genryusai, and Yachu are scheduled to return tomorrow and will be here until the 14th of February. As always, with a banner like this, as big as it is, when it does return, we're going to talk about it, and we're going to discuss, is the banner really worth summoning on? Now, in my opinion, given the filler pool, which is semi-decent, definitely could be better, definitely could be worse. I would, right from the get-go, just say the banner's only really worth summoning on if you do not own Yachu YUNANA. She's one of the best and most fun characters in the entire game, easily my go-to character in a lot of different situations. And she alone makes this banner in a way worth summoning on, especially if you are a new player that maybe just recently started at the end of the year. Of course, the other two characters in the banner are also equally as good in their own unique ways, right? Genryusai, Brave Battle character, also good in Guild Quest, and Chojo is a really good Link to farmer with also the guaranteed fact that he gives you droplets. But I'd say those two aren't nearly as important or as fun as Yachu is. So if you don't have Yachu, I would say it's easily worth throwing a couple multis in this banner. You probably didn't summon on the end of month banner. You might have some spare orbs to throw at any banner right now, and this one wouldn't really be the worst. It's definitely not a must summon, but then again, it depends on the type of player you are and what your goals are when it comes to summoning characters. Yachu, for a lot of people, is a must summon. If you have her, I think it's a very easy skip, even if you do like someone like Genryusai and also Chojuro. With that said though, of course, let's talk about the banner, right? So first up, we have 1000-year Blood War YAMAMOTO. In this case, a more brave battle-orientated character. One of the best characters in this game mode, although does potentially pale in comparison to how broken the new 1000-year Blood War Aaroniero is. Even having said that, Yamamoto is still a great character to have in any team. And Yama, as a character, for those that don't know, was designed to counter one of the more broken Brave Battle characters at the time, that being 1000-year Blood War Yuha. And in that case, he is designed to strictly counter him, but also go against any captain. He himself has Brave Battle invincibility for the first 10 seconds. He can ignore last stage survival. He can ignore invincibility. He debuffs on his SA2, allowing you to potentially get a stat advantage. And if he does go against a hot, no affiliation enemy, he is guaranteed to inflict his status ailments, which is Lacerate and also Burn. And in this case, Lacerate does stop the enemies from using their SA2, SA1, or SA3, any of their strong attacks. And the idea is that it's going to stop the Yuha on the enemy team from even using their boost, so you continue that potential stat advantage. Overall, it's still a great Brave Battle character, especially when paired with Yuha and also Aaroniero, one of the better teams you can make right now in Brave Battles. But he also doubles down as a really good just Guild Quest character, right? Since he has two killers, that being no affiliation and captain, since he does have a high damage output, flurry +2, and the debuff can definitely help you out a tad bit too. He can potentially be used in two types of Guild Quests, which is overall pretty good for a character that is strictly designed only for Brave Battles. The next character, as we've already praised a lot, 1000-year Blood War Yachu YUNANA, one of the best characters in the game, and for many reasons. For starters, she herself is a solid big captain killer, two great killers to have. Increases her usability in Guild Quests. She's also a really good Link if you for some reason don't want to use her, since she herself does provide a 20% strong attack damage buff and also 12% recharge. She's the first and only second character in the game right now to have two soul traits on release. In terms of damage output, Yachu has Frenzy +2, 20% more damage at full stamina. When you inflict a stat summon, which she has an easy time doing thanks to her SA3, you get an 80% SP boost. And every kill that you do get, you get 2% more damage with the Rampage skill, overall capping at 100%. This allows her to hit ridiculously hard, and it gets even better given that she has complete stats immunity at full stamina, which she has a potential easy time staying at, since every time you move into another map, you recover your stamina by 20%. At full stamina, you reduce your strong attack cooldown by an extra 6%. You have long strides. She has a great set of strong attacks, a beam SA1, lunge SA2, and a trap effect SA3. It's an 1170 AoE in front of her, so it covers a ridiculous amount of range, and then places a puddle, a weakened puddle on the floor, which if any enemy walks into it, you're weakening them, allowing you to get your SP boost, but also allowing you to reliably inflict weakening so you can then do more damage. She's one of the most powerful characters in the game, but also one of the more fun characters in the game. Yachu YUNANA is one of the highlights of the 1000-year Blood War Season 1 anime, and I feel like this character did a really good job at selling the hype that already is Yachu YUNANA. Again, as already mentioned, if you don't own her, potentially worth someone in the banner strictly just for her. But keep in mind, you're not guaranteed it, right? There's no guaranteed banner character choice here, like we have on normal Zenith banners. The last banner character to talk about though is Chojuro. In this case, a technique sniper with the Quincy kill ability, and he's overall a very solid character. Like, he isn't bad by any means, but he's strictly going to be your farming character. He farms speed links or potions, he gives you +5, but I guess the most important thing about him is that he also is a more dedicated droplet farmer. His soul trait being the speed droplet drop increased by 30%, but he also does guarantee you 10 droplets per run. If you are in need of speed droplets, this character is good to have, and that should allow you to potentially easily max out your other characters. In terms of gameplay though, I mean, he has Frenzy +2, an increased chance to inflict status elements, and when you do inflict the star summon, you then do 80% more damage to those paralyzed enemies. He's overall a very solid character, but if I'm being honest, especially given that it's a CHOO, you might not ever really want to use him other than the fact that he is a farming character. That doesn't mean he's bad, but personally, I know me, myself, there's, more fun characters out there in the technique attribute that I would rather use, but whenever it comes to farming, when it's link swap potions and droplets, CHOO is my go-to. And I've definitely got my use out of this character since I've been able to amass a plethora of speed droplets. As for the other characters, remember this is a 1000-year Blood War banner, so most of these characters are quite old and outdated, but they still offer some potential usability, more so in the link aspects. In a 1000-year Blood War round 14 Ichigo's case, nothing super crazy anymore, good strong attack kit, low damage output, is a team booster, might be useful in the melee Serpent Guild Quest week, but there are better options out there. Previously, this character was still actually really good up until the very hard difficulty of Guild Quests, but might potentially get resurrected sometime next year, I don't know, where he might become a tad bit better. Nanao is very similar, good strong attacks, low damage output, but she herself is an Espada killer with a boost in Barrier SA2, might be good for the range Espada Guild Quests if you need that support, but again, there are other characters out there that do that job and better. Toshiro, the zombie version, actually got a really good resurrection late last year, which makes him significantly better if you do want to play with him, and right now I believe he is a bonus in epic raids, but most importantly, he is a soul trait, a really good one at that, giving you recharge and more strong attack damage when you are at full stamina. One of the best links in the mind attribute, and definitely a character worth having just for that link alone. Remember too, they are resurrectable, so they do give you an additional 75 orbs. Same goes for Nemurite, resurrectable. Her resurrection did make her better, but nothing super crazy. Link is a tad bit of a niche, I will be honest. More damage to enemies not affected by an ailment can be useful sometime in the future for a potential future power character. Mayuri, once more, another pretty solid link. We're just strictly looking at the link here. 12% recharge, 16% more damage at full stamina. Overall, very solid link, especially for the high attribute. Definitely worth having for the link aspect alone. And Renji's very similar, 12% recharge, 16% more damage at full stamina. Good link for the power attribute. Plenty of character can make use of a link like him. Remember too, getting dupes of these resurrectable characters aren't too bad, because if you do get them 3 out of 5, you can take them into the special move trial quest to potentially get them 5/5 and make a very powerful link for your future characters. As for the banner format itself, it's a normal banner format. Step 1, 6, 11, 16, and 21 are discounted at 150 orbs. Step 2, 7, 12, 17, and 22 are discounted at 200 orbs. And every 5th step guarantees you a featured character. In this case, a 1000-year Blood War character. So as I mentioned, is the banner a must summon? I wouldn't say so. But if you are lacking Yachiru, I would say maybe it's worth summoning. I pulled in this banner the last time it came out just strictly for Unohana, and I walked away with her relatively happy in just under 10 steps. If you have Unohana, I think you can easily skip this banner. I don't think you need to really go for duplicates. 1 out of 5, 2 out of 5 is honestly good enough. And again, while Genryusai and Shoujo are very solid characters, I don't think they're nearly as good or as needed as someone like Unohana. They're also less fun. Either way though, I'll be skipping this banner since I have already done a lot of summons on banners like this when it came around the first time and second time on all 3 of my accounts, so I'll be skipping it. But if I didn't have Unohana, I definitely would be summoning. Let me know your summon plans in the comments below. If you are summoning tomorrow, good luck, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.